The worst thing that can happen when you're driving a horse carriage is that a horse takes off. If it panics, the carriage can tip over and the horse can run off into the woods. So now I want to show you a few different ways to help your horse feel safer, so you can start driving in a good, solid way. That way, you'll end up with a calm, reliable driving horse that you can enjoy for many years. And when you work with your horse like this, you really cut down the risks of accidents. Spending time with your horses first is really important. It's not a big deal if it's not spotless and shiny all the time, but it is important that you spend time with it so it feels safe with you and you build a relationship. That relationship is the foundation for everything you'll eventually ask the horse to do. So just hanging out with your horse, brushing it, being around it, that's the first step. That's where the bond starts. That thing doesn't have to cost a fortune. And so some of what I'm going to show you now is how you can use a plastic bottle, a hair tie and a small clip. And how you can use those together with a lead rope to help your horse become less sensitive on its body and legs and less reactive to both sound and touch. Sound around the shoulder area, a bit forward on the body, on both sides, one side at a time. Then you gradually move the noise and the distraction a little further back. Here you can also see that the horse is more concerned about the arena wall that's moving because of the wind and it's making noise. She's more concerned about that than about the exercise we're doing. It's a lot more likely for a horse to kick at something if it gets startled by something behind it that it doesn't recognize. But if the horse gets familiar with the object, the sound, the feeling, further forward on its body first, then the chances are much lower that it'll kick out or get scared when it eventually feels something behind. And of course, let the horse sniff it, let it hear while you shake it around, and let it check everything out. Once the horse is okay with that, I attach a little farther forward on the harness to begin with, usually somewhere near the shoulder area on both sides, one side at a time. I start with a short rope and then longer, so it eventually reaches the legs just a little by little. But this has to happen gradually, and the horse needs to feel it's okay about it, and you need to give lots of praise along the way. Later on, you can combine this with using soft poles. I've already shown quite a bit about how I teach horses to tolerate touch on both sides and down the hind legs in the previous video I posted. I can put a link to that in the text below. These blue soft poles we use, they are soft obviously, they don't make much noise, just a little, and they're great for giving the horse a safe introduction to shafts and the cart. Whenever I introduce something new, I always start in the indoor arena. And once things go well in there, we head outside so we can practice the same exercises in different environments as the horse becomes more confident. I work the horse on both sides, both directions, right and left in the walk. And the horse should be very comfortable with standing still wherever, whenever it gets uncertain. I make sure that long before I start working with loose shafts or those playful noisy poles in the trot, we have walked a lot with them. We have to get everything nice and steady in the walk before we introduce anything in trot. You can never walk a horse too much, you know. Walking a horse for 10 to 15 minutes before and after training sessions is always a good thing. Let the reins out, let them stretch, let them move. A lot of mishaps could have been avoided if people had taken a bit more time just to walk their horses. This mare is 3 years old and I got her this summer. She has the same pedigree as my gray stallion, now gelding, and she is the same mother and the same father. And they both have pretty similar temper. They are friendly, calm, and I just happen to like them a lot. Anyway, So this is a little younger sister. So you can watch my other videos where I show the gray young horse. In the next exercise, the horse is already used to a little noise from the bottle and to having those loose soft shafts on. Now I want to increase the noise and the amount of touch a bit. So I'm using a lunge line that I've attached to the harness, and I fastened a 25-liter jug with some stones inside it. It makes a lot of noise. I hold the other end of the lunge line in my right hand, so I'm driving the horse with the reins in my left hand, and I'm controlling the jug with the lunge line in my right hand. The reason I do this this way is that I can keep the jug a little further away from the horse's legs at first, and then gradually let it come closer and closer until it eventually touches the legs. If she can't handle the noise or touch, of course I'll stop the horse, take it off and go back to easier exercises. Before this step, which I didn't film, I walked around pulling the jug myself so she could watch it. I carried the jug in one hand and led the horses with the other, keeping myself between her and the jug. I did that on both sides. It's important to remind yourself that the behavior the horse shows is a reflection of how it feels. Which means that we need to make the horse feel good, secure, safe, and then it will behave good. On top of that, your horse will reflect you as well. So if you're stressed or in a hurry, it's going to pick up on that and act the same way. And if you're calm, curious, and open to connecting, your horse will become that way too.
Ja, flink. Bra.
The goal, of course, is to get the horse just as confident with the cart. I start by introducing the horse to the cart from the wrong direction. It's so she can see it, hear it, and realize it's not dangerous, that it's just standing there. How we continue from here, I'll show you in the next video. I hope to see you there and that we can work together with our youngsters. And please leave a comment, tell me what kind of horse you have and what age it is. And if you have any questions, I'd love to try to answer them. Thank you for watching, and spend time with your horse as much as you can. And after a good training session, it's always nice for the horse to spend time outside with its friends and just enjoy life. Here she is standing with her buddy and the foal. She's basically an aunt too. She loves them.